हेलो 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 मेरे प्यारे भाई लोग, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। भाई कैसे हैं आप लोग? तो चलो आज का अपन पहला गेम स्टार्ट करते हैं। रैपिड 10 मिनट्स। रेटिंग इज 2258, टारगेटिंग 2325। देखते हैं कहाँ तक पहुंचते हैं आज। चलो, अल्काइंस डिफेंस। बिशप विनिंग क्वीन। I can go for short castle now. Then knight goes forward. I don't know why, but it seems to be a wrong move. My knight can activate to push his queen back, and I can take his knight and go for this check. Maybe. Let's see. Depends on what he plans. Okay. First of all, attack his queen. I should have taken his knight also directly. Okay, so should I go for his knight or should I activate my queen? Push this, take this back. Makes sense. So activate my queen, and I can take my bishop back to attack his queen. He cannot defend it with bishop. My knight can take it back. And if my bishop comes here, I can also go for check and take his rook. Makes sense. That's a mistake he made. Come on. Okay. Maybe pawn push. Yep. If he takes my knight, I can take it back with check. If I take it back with check, or should I think I should take his knight with pawn. Take his knight. So this is a critical position. I can play best move here and win this game. So the thing is, I have multiple options. I can take his knight with bishop directly, but his bishop can come in between. And after that, I can give him check. Knight or bishop can go back. So does not make sense. If I take it with pawn, knight has to defend. Knight will proceed forward. I can give him check. Bishop only is the option that needs to come in between, and bishop can take it back with check, and I can take this pawn. Makes more sense. Should we calculate any another variation also? If I take this pawn directly, he can take his knight back or bishop back, which does not make sense, obviously. So take his knight with attack. भाई घोड़े को चल दे। चले। चल देते हैं भाई, चल देते हैं, बिल्कुल चल देते हैं। घोड़े को भी चल देते हैं, हाथी को भी चल देते हैं। एक एक करके सारे पीस चलते हैं। If his knight, this seems tempting. His knight can proceed forward to attack my queen. I can take this pawn with check. Bishop comes in between, check again. If knight goes back, I can just take pawn back and that's it. प्यादे से, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल भाई, प्यादे से चल देते, प्यादे से घोड़े को, ओके। Mon, what's your plan? Knight can come forward. देख लिया उसने, है ना? So keep it simple now. Take this pawn, जो वैसे मिल ही रहा था. His knight cannot move to take this pawn, and I can simply do long castle. Long castle, pawn push is also option. Knight going forward, knight going for this pawn does not make sense. Let's do short castle, simple as that. तेरे वजीर वाइट वाले को चल, तेरे वजीर वाइट वाले को चल। नहीं समझ रहा यार ब्रो, सॉरी। अरे यार ये मिस कर दिया मैंने, नहीं। नहीं नहीं, बिशप बिशप था, आई थॉट दैट ये पॉन ले सकता था मैं, लेकिन बिशप बैठा था। ठीक है, एनीवेज आई कैन जस्ट टेक माय बिशप बैक एंड पुश दिस पॉन एंड दिस पॉन, अटैक इज बिशप, जो कि ऑलरेडी पिंड है, एंड ही कैन नॉट गिव मी चेक राइट नाउ। हर्ष तिवारी भाई, थोड़ा यार इंग्लिश टाइपिंग कर लो, मेरे को थोड़ा समझ नहीं रहा है भाई। ऑनलाइन मेरे साथ खेलोगे? बिल्कुल बिल्कुल खेलेंगे भाई, थोड़ा टाइम दो, थोड़ा एक टारगेट कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? अगर 2285 हो जाएगा उसके बाद सब्सक्राइबर्स के साथ खेलेंगे अपन। अगर चैनल तुमने सब्सक्राइब करके रखा होगा तो बिल्कुल खेलूंगा। एनीथिंग 5 मिनट्स अनरेटेड और बिलो दैट आई विल प्ले विद यू, लेकिन चैनल सब्सक्राइब करना करा होना चाहिए भाई। गेम नेम chess.com। pawn push, he'll push this pawn push, pawn takes my bishop, I can take his bishop, he can take this with check, and cannot do anything after that. So right now this pawn push makes sense to stop this pawn to move further, and I can continue with this plan after that. और भाई मैं जीत गया तो, भाई जीत गए तो जीत गए, गेम इंप्रूव होगा और क्या होगा। If he castles, I have to take his knight. नहीं, instead of take his knight, I can push and push. जीत गए तो भाई शाउट आउट दूंगा तुमको। Pawn push and push. Yep, pawn push. If his bishop, if his rook comes here, I can continue with push. He'll take my bishop. I can take his bishop, and he can take it back with pawn. Okay, take his bishop. He'll take that pawn with pawn. भाई मैं बचपन से यही गेम खेलता हूँ, बहुत टाइम हो गया खेलते खेलते। ऐसा है क्या भाई? सही है फिर तो, तुम तो उसमें प्रो होगे फिर। आई थिंक इसको पुश करने से पहले मैं बिशप बैक ले लेता हूँ, लेकिन अगर मैं बिशप बैक लूंगा तो फिर देर इज अ चांस कि he can attack me back. Maybe I can defend my bishop. He'll do this pawn push, knight comes here, and he can pin my. ठीक है, no problem ना। Pawn push, rook takes my bishop. I can take his bishop. He'll take it back with pawn, and maybe queen goes here. Attack his rook, and I can give him check. ठीक है चलो, this makes sense. Attack his bishop. ठीक है, you have to take this pawn. Now my queen can go here, attack his rook, and I can give him this check, take this pawn. You can also retrieve bishop to e8. Bishop to e8. Yeah, I could have done that, but his plan was to move his dark square bishop on g6, after which there will be a good attack on my king side. He would come up with the good attack on my king side. That's why I didn't did that. Now I can simply give him check, take this pawn. Rook can go here. Rook can go here. I can give him this check, take this pawn. Or rook can, I can give him this check. Maybe I can take this pawn also. Give him check, take this pawn. He can't do long castle. I can take his bishop. Okay, what if I can take his pawn, right? Yes, I can take his pawn. Queen cannot take this pawn. I can take his knight with mate. If rook goes for this pawn, I do have this check, or I can go here on f2, attack his bishop, and he can't protect his game anymore. It's going to be mate in few moves. भाई तुमने मुझे जज किया, मुझे मैं इतना इंग्लिश नहीं बोल पाता पर गेम अच्छा खेल लेता हूँ, गांव से हूँ आना, इसलिए भाई मैं तुमको इसलिए जज, मैं तो ना तुमको जज किया, ना मैं तुमको हिंदी लिखने के लिए मना किया, मैं सिर्फ ये कहा मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। अरे यार ये चेक भी दे सकता था ना। आफ्टर दिस चेक बिशप कम्स इन बिटवीन और नाइट कम्स इन बिटवीन, आई कुड हैव टेकन इट विद चेक चेक, और दैट वाज अ मेट। क्या है, आई हैव कंप्लीटली मिस्ड दैट। Still, I can do this, na? Give him check. Knight or bishop can come in between. I can take it back with rook with check and take it with check and mate. That's a mate. Yes. So we got a mate. We mated him. Checkmated him. Let's go. Sack bishop, then check and take rook. Knight comes in between. Rook takes with check. And if bishop takes, that's a mate. Let's go. Easy win. I was having this mate a move back, but I don't know. I missed that. I was having this mate a move back also. Or not. I don't think that. No, no, no. I was not having this mate a move back. So when I give him check, his king goes back. Yeah, I was having a mate a move back only. So check from here. He has to forcefully bring his knight or bishop in between, and after that check. Okay, after that takes this with check, bishop takes and mate. Okay, I was having a mate a move before. So this was a good move we made. Let's go. Moving on to another game. Double two double six. Scandinavian defense closed. We are playing. Bishop activation. Opponent is almost 2300, double two, double nine. Castle, if I do castle, He will move his knight forward, and this pawn will be in danger. So I think I need to activate my knight further to go for that pawn and also defend this pawn so that I can go for this pawn take after this. If we do short castle, maybe I can take this pawn. Knight takes. Okay, so now I can go for this pawn. Pawn take his pawn. I can take this pawn. Knight takes. Queen takes. If bishop can take my knight, I can take it back with pawn, or simply take this. What should I do? Okay. First thing is first. I should take this pawn with knight. If knight takes knight back, I can give him this check. Then rook takes and check again. Okay, so let's do it. So first thing first. Why not e5 pawn? Why not take e5 pawn? Yeah, you are right. I should have gone for e5 pawn also. Okay, let's just check first. Let's just check first and I can take his bishop. Yep. Let's just check first and I can take his bishop. Or maybe I can take this pawn with I can take this pawn with knight. If rook takes, bishop takes it back with check. And if bishop takes my queen, I can go for his queen. So I'll be +3 or not. No. Or let's keep it simple. Just take it and I can continue with push, 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 push and queen. Yep, let's take it. And I can continue with push. And there is queen on board which is coming. This is a passer. The best passer. Although he can stop it by bringing his bishop in between, but his position will become very, very vulnerable. I can simply push this pawn and bring my bishop also in. Not just bring back knight. His structure is already bad. Yeah, right. Continue with pawn push and more pawn push. Now what I can do is simply bring my queen here and I can take this pawn with bishop. If bishop takes it back, I can checkmate him. Yes. Now I cannot checkmate him. But still I do have a move is uh, okay, let's not make anything. Let's not make any blunder or anything else. Simply I can activate my bishop and go for long castle. And maybe I could have brought my rook here also. That was also a good option, but bishop goes back, will protect it. Okay, I should have brought my no bishop, rook, this move back, है ना? Rook here, bishop goes back. Okay, let's do a long castle now. After this, I'll bring this. But bishop goes back. What is the attack to that? Okay, bishop can come here, attack his knight. If rook takes, I can take it back, no problem in that. Now that's a real threat. Now I can bring my rook forward. Bishop can't go back because I can take his queen. Okay, bishop takes, bishop takes. Let's go. He resigned. Because there was option I could have directly taken his bishop. Queen takes, I could have taken this pawn, and his queen was pinned after that. So that's a clear win for us. Let's go 2275. Moving on to another game. Playing against 2464. Yeah, he aborted. If we would have won this, that was our best win. Chalo, anyways. Continue with the Alkyne's defense, normal variation, X. Uh, take this pawn. Knight activation. Bishop goes out. Pawn push. Bishop comes out. Pawn push. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. And I can do short castle. Okay, knight goes here, attacking this pawn. If he push this, maybe I can double push this or bring my knight back. Bringing knight back makes more sense because if I push this, pawn takes, and if I take this also, there is nothing in that. If I push this, pawn takes, take his queen, bishop takes it back, and does not make sense. So just knight coming back is the only good move. Push this pawn. Pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Makes more sense. This push, pawn push. But what if he just push it more? Maybe I can activate my knight. Knight goes here, knight goes here, and maybe I can take his bishop. Bring rook, then take your. Okay. Where are everyone? I can't. I can only see four watching. What's wrong? Pawn push, knight goes forward to go on c2. But if I do a pawn push forward, if I do knight push forward, he can bring his rook here also. What after that? Let's try first here. Maybe I can push this to attack his knight. Does that make sense? Not really. I think that makes sense. Pawn push, attack his knight. If knight comes here, I can double push this, take this, and capture this pawn. Still does not make sense. What's the best move in this case? Pawn push, knight will go back. I have to take his knight. Bishop takes it back. Maybe I could push pawn more. Pawn push, knight goes here. Bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop, or whatever. Queen. If queen takes bishop, that's a wrong move. Okay, if I push this, knight goes here. He'll attack my bishop. Maybe I can, for now, what I should do is defend my bishop and plan to take this pawn. Bishop takes pawn takes pawn, queen takes pawn. I do have check. He will have his king will remain completely open. You can sack your bishop. His king will be open. Yes, yes, right. I can try that. So Right now, he's attacking my knight. I have to take my knight back. Is the great move. Sorry, not the great move, the correct move. What he's doing. Maybe this pawn push now. Attack his knight. Maybe take this, takes, queen takes. If he takes my knight, I can give him check. Maybe this pawn push for now seems good. Pawn push, knight goes here. Bishop takes knight. Bishop takes bishop. I can take this pawn. Yes, it does make sense now. Okay. Attacking his knight. He can take my knight and take pawn. Okay. So if knight goes here, bishop takes, knight takes pawn, bishop takes pawn, queen takes pawn, and I can have this pawn. Yes. Seems good. This was also good. I thought that he will take this and he can have one more pawn. But if he takes this, I can take it back. If he takes any of my pawn, that's simple, right? It's a clear simplification. Take with this or take, I think take with this because this pawn is also proceeding forward. So to defend that, maybe bishop takes knight and I can activate my knight forward. Now take does not make sense. Takes, queen can come here. Okay, let's bring our final piece in attack. That's the rook. And knight also, I need to bring my knight also in attack by pushing it, bringing knight on c5. Knight on c5, bishop takes. I can plan some tactic here maybe. Take his knight. He'll take with rook or with queen. Whatever he takes with, I can go for this pawn. Pawn takes. Queen can go here and threat his bishop by attacking with rook. If his bishop comes here, okay. So I cannot take his bishop with queen. My queen will be under attack. Takes, pawn takes. Okay, takes, pawn takes. Queen goes here. Queen can come here. I can't give him check also. Okay, so let's activate our knight for forward. I do have this phonk from here. That's a phonk. Either queen or rook. So attack, take his rook. Simple as that. Maybe now this pawn push, pawn takes, pawn takes. Yes, this pawn push is better, but his queen can go for this pawn. Pin queen, yes, that's what I'm planning, like to bring my bishop here. If he takes this pawn, pawn takes, and take my bishop here. Oh, let's go. We got free knight. And I just need to take my queen on the right square. So I didn't get like pinned. If I go here, can't take this pawn, protected with bishop. Can't take his rook. Or maybe I can take his rook with check. Bishop takes it back. Rook goes here with check and take his bishop. Let's plan. Take his rook. Bishop takes. Rook goes here with check. King goes here. And I can take. Then he'll go for this. And there is queen on board. What's the better move here? Queen to f7. Pawn takes pawn. Bishop goes here. If rook goes here with check, or if I take my bishop back, rook takes, there is check with rook, or just defend my queen. Queen on f7, bishop can come here. Bishop goes back. Queen to f7, he can anytime plan this bishop. Okay, I just need to take my queen here first. Now bishop goes here, and if rook comes here, queen goes here to stop that pawn. Makes sense. Bro, take pawn. Can't take pawn. Bishop will take it. If I take pawn with pawn, rook takes my queen. So that's why it was not possible. Okay, so I can bring my bishop here now. If he makes queen, I can take it back with bishop. If bishop takes bishop, I can take it with queen. If he brings his rook here, I can simply go queen here. And if rook takes bishop, and that is stopped. So we'll remain exchange up, but will remain defended. Even with exchange up, we will remain defended also. Bro, take with pawn, then he takes bishop, then you take rook with check. Okay, so he took the bishop. I can simply take it back with queen, and there is no pawn promotion now because there is no dark square bishop. I think that's a mistake he made. I can just go for queen exchange. Queen after queen exchange, I can stop this. I have two rooks. Yep, let's go. Queen exchange, and I can stop the pawn promotion. This pawn cannot promote. I can now go for my one rook can go for take all the pieces, all his pawns, three pawns, not that difficult to stop. Maybe I can take this pawn first. If his pawn takes, my rook can take it, take his bishop. If rook goes here, can you take his pawn with bishop? I can. Maybe not now, but later need to plan for that. But we are down to 1 minute 36 seconds. We have to play faster. I'll just go for exchange now. If his rook goes here, I can go for bishop exchange. If rook goes here, that's what I was thinking of. Maybe take this pawn takes. Let's keep it simple and take this pawn because I cannot plan anything stupid here. Simply quick king goes in. If rook comes here, bishop can take it back. Bishop is well defending. Again, bishop goes back. So I cannot defend this bishop anymore. If I take my rook here, okay. But what I can do is go for check, check threats. Yep, check. I can go here to plan this check. Yes, I can go here, give him the check. If he bring his rook forward, that's going to be difficult for me. Anyways, let's give him this check. There is another check, and at least I can open up files. If king goes here, I can give him this check. If king goes here, I can go for this check, check. And if king comes here, that's check again. This line is blocked, yes. So let's calculate. Check, king comes here, check, king goes here, check, and take this. Okay, I can do this. Check, check. King has only one square, and that's a bishop check with a mate. Let's go. Easy peasy. You lose on time. I'm not going to lose this now because it's a mate. And only one option left with him, that is bishop needs to come in between, and I can take his bishop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What if he would have protected if he would have gone his king here? Okay? That's a check although, but after this, this check can come and I need to draw that like because he's just making queen. So I can just draw that, or maybe he can do what he can do is bring his bishop in between. I could have taken it with check, and if king goes here, I could have planned something, but still he was having option to make queen. Maybe rook goes here. Rook cannot take, so he has to make queen. After that, there is a check. King comes here, and I cannot do anything after that. Maybe this was a good move for him. So bishop comes in between was the good move. So take his bishop, and king goes here was the best move. Almost 2300, yeah. So going in was a mistake. Like he went in, and that's a check, check, and it was a clear mate, obviously. Was there any move? Like I didn't calculate it completely, but was there any move if he goes back? Goes back. check him, goes back, check him, goes here, check. Bishop back was the great move because there is a mate which is there on the board. I cannot take with bishop. I have to take with rook with check. And king goes here. I have to defend my rook also. So rook after defending my rook, there is queen on board. And after this check, king goes here, check. King takes it, check. King goes here, check. King goes here. Double push with check. King takes it, check again. King takes it. Uh, there was no draw also. Like he could have simply won. I can't find any good move from here. If king goes here also, and if he makes queen, after that, if I bring my rook here, and now he has a plan like going king here, queen here, and maybe he could have taken this also. Takes, and the bishop and rook against the queen. No, g6, g6, queen, king, check, king goes here. Why king will go here? King will go here. And I have to give up that bishop also. So instead of giving check with bishop, maybe this position was can't be defended, right? Was the engine evaluation after promotion? Let's do this game review. Let's review it. I think there was no move. Like I thought there was a draw after that, but there was no draw also. He did that mistake. King to h4 was blunder. So best move for him was to king goes here, and engine is saying take this. King goes here, check with him, and why not bishop can come in between? Takes this, and it goes here. Rook comes here. There is a pawn promotion, and king goes here. As simple as that. He can take also, and he can defend also. But I will left with one bishop and one rook. Okay. So one bishop, one rook against queen. Okay, equal position, almost a equal position. Can continue with draw. So let's go. Let's move on to another game. I should not take so much of time because at the end we are left with. You are 3125 in Blitz. Great, bro. Great. Welcome to the stream. Okay, knight goes back. Knight London defense. Tried with that, but it continued with. It always continues with Scandinavian defense close. Going for this pawn. Offering him knight exchange. I can also castle. If knight takes, queen takes it back. I do have this threat. If not, if we continue with development, I should also do that. Also, I do have option to take this pawn. If queen takes, I can take this pawn with fork. But does that make sense? Like, my both the knights are too good. Now I can do that. I can't do that also. Pawn push, pawn takes, bishop takes. This makes sense. Pawn push, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes. Knight takes, going for that pawn. Knight takes or rook takes. If rook takes, pawn push. Let's take with knight. After this pawn push is coming. Maybe I can place my knight here. If knight takes, pawn takes, queen has to take it. And I can place my knight here or take this pawn also. Or go for check also. I do have multiple options after that. I can take that pawn and defend it back. So he saw that and he is not playing that. Queen goes forward. Now there is no fork also. Now he can push this pawn. Should I try to open up from this side? I think I should do that. Pawn push, pawn takes, knight takes, rook can take this pawn. Have you not wasted two move in moving knight? I usually play this and my games goes good. That makes sense to me because both the knights on queen, king castle side seems good to me. So it does not seems waste to me. I usually play that. Pawn push attack on his knight. Knight needs to go here. I can again attack his knight. Maybe, maybe not. Or maybe simply knight goes here now. Knight goes here. Is there any fork I can plan? I don't think so. Let's place knight here. Knight exchange. So rook can open up. Pawn takes, pawn take. I do still have this. Save bot. Okay, okay, okay. Now take this. Pawn takes. I need to place my. Okay, I do need to place my knight back. He's attacking my knight. Maybe I can also attack his knight and then place my knight back. Yes. And now I can place my knight back. If he takes my knight, I can take his knight. And queen can take it back with take pawn also. Okay. What if knight goes here? Does not makes any sense. Knight goes back only makes sense. Now knight takes knight, queen takes knight. Or I can take his knight, pawn takes, rook takes. And I can place my queen here also. Okay, so he's planning his knight here now. Maybe rook blocks, he can fork. Okay. Pawn push. There is still a fork. If queen goes forward, can defend that fork. If you take his knight, your king will be in attack. Rook can go here to defend this pawn. Queen cannot take it. Knight comes back, knight goes forward to attack. He is offering exchange. I'll take that, but let's first defend this pawn. Rook takes, queen takes. So rook cannot activate. Now knight goes back and knight goes here. Okay, so what? I think knight goes back. I should activate this knight now. If knight comes forward, pawn, I can take it back with knight. If knight goes forward, pawn push is coming. I think I should. If knight goes forward, pawn push is going to make it worst. Maybe I should go back completely here. Yes. And plan this way. Let him take this pawn. If I go here, he can push. I can give him check. I have to take his knight. That's a force move. And if pawn take, knight goes back in exchange. Offering him exchange. If I place my knight here, he can push this pawn. Pawn takes. I'll be in trouble. I can take my knight back here and activate it this way. But why should I do that? I should place it back, offer him knight exchange. If he push this pawn, I can take his knight. Pawn takes, king takes it back. And if he takes this pawn, no problem in that. Now I can push this pawn also. Queen can come here. His pawn will become problem. Yes, it is going to become a lot. It is going to create a lot of problem actually. But I have to think everything patiently and then plan it. Now that's a mate also. So pawn push, knight goes here. If I push this pawn, he can take it back. I cannot place my queen also there. If I take his knight, pawn takes. Take his knight, pawn takes. I think I should first bring my rook here. If knight takes, I think that's a good move. Let's bring my rook here. Rook also needs to join the defense. If pawn push, knight goes here. If pawn takes, uh, I can continue with this pawn push and this pawn take. Knight takes knight. Pawn takes, rook takes. This makes sense. ठीक है? No, knight takes knight. Pawn takes, rook takes. He can go for this pawn. Then I need to place my rook back, or I can take it with queen. Yeah, knight takes is good. If pawn takes, rook takes. Pawn push, I can place my king on f1. There is no mate. Simply take my rook back. Oh, okay. So he got a pawn. Good move. We can give check. I'll come back. Okay, there's a mate threat. Let's calculate. Okay. King can, queen can go here. How I can defend the mate threat? Maybe by placing my queen here. Queen here. Rook gives check. King goes here. King goes here. Queen check. Rook can. I can place my rook back. Queen goes here. Will that defend everything? If rook goes back, if I place my rook back, rook check. Queen. King goes here. There is no check from here, but he can give this check. No, can't give this check because rook is there in between. Okay, so rook goes back. Hello, Manish bhai. Welcome to the stream. I hope I have defended it. I hope. Rook check. King goes here. Cannot give another check with queen. Queen takes it back. What after queen check? If queen check, rook can come in between, and if rook check, I can place my queen king on h3. There will be full exchange after that. Queen check, rook comes in between. Queen cannot give check from here. Yep, he's calculating mate now. If f6, the rook f4. F6. Okay, now that's a mate. Good calculation, yeah. If king goes here, he'll double push this pawn. That's a mate in one. Let's see how could I have defended this. This is a checkmate now. I cannot do anything. Pawn push. Queen takes. Pawn takes. King takes. He'll take my rook. It's a resign. Let's review this. I think I could have defended it, but let's review what was the good option there. I didn't calculate it properly. Missed that queen check from F side also. I made two blunders. Rook e2 is a blunder. What was best here? Best was to bring my queen, the first thing which I was thinking. Explain, check from here, then check from here, then it's defended. That's it. I thought this at first, but I don't know why I placed my rook back. Okay, okay, got it. What was another blunder I made? By pushing this pawn. Why it was a blunder? He missed it. What was best for him? To take my knight, and I should have taken that, and he was pawn up after that. ठीक है. So pawn up, it is referring as blunder. He made a brilliant move that was pawn takes with queen, and he's pawn up after this. He was pawn up after this. This was a mistake for him. What was best? Best is pawn push. Okay, because after that he can't defend it. I can't defend it actually. Explain pawn push and check. King goes here, and I have to take. ठीक है. So he also did a mistake, but I was not able to calculate this move. I thought it at first, but I don't know. I didn't calculate it completely and missed that this check was also coming. Chalo, anyways, let's move on to another game. Okay. again it is converting to Scandinavian defense closed. Why everyone plays like that the same way? Like with black people usually play, I don't know. Black has good center, but I do have good piece activation. If queen goes here, and after that, if I bring my knight, if queen goes here, he can bring his queen here, and knight can activate to push my queen back. Let's first push this pawn then. And now if queen goes here, can I not just place my bishop here? He's offering a free pawn. I know what's the reason that he can give this check and take my bishop. But if I place my bishop here, he has to place his bishop here, and then I can take my queen here. Then queen comes here, knight goes forward. Let's try this. Okay. Didn't saw that knight was activating here. Okay, bishop can close him. If pawn push is coming, I can give him check. Does after check, pawn push can come. Queen can go forward, and I can attack him brutally. So I have to sack a piece to attack him. Should I do that? Should I not do that? Let's calculate. Okay? King goes here, pawn push. King goes forward. He can take my bishop. King comes here, attacking his rook. Rook can go here, and knight can knight can move forward to threaten mate. He can take my bishop. I can take it back with. I can attack him back. Attack his knight back. Maybe this pawn takes first. Pawn takes, and then give him check. 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 Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Check. Take this pawn. Take this pawn with bishop. Pawn takes and check from here. King goes here, and after king goes here, I can I can give him check again, but king has the way to his escape. So does not make sense. Let's bring our queen forward, sack a piece, queen push, attacking his rook. That was also a move. But still I can bring my knight forward. He can attack me back with queen, like offer me queen exchange. I can take this pawn. I have to take his queen. Can't do anything, right? Or take his knight with check. King takes it back. I have to exchange queens if queen comes here. Okay, take this. Bishop takes. I think I can take his knight. King has to take it back. Then I can take this pawn. Bishop takes. I can take it back with attack or not. If queen comes here, looks good to me. Is it really good move or not? Queen comes here. Yes, king has escaped square. So take his knight. Take his knight. This seems good. He's playing nice. Yeah, yeah. He's playing too good. So my sacrifice is wasted actually. Although I'll get my compensation back by just giving him check, 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 and pawn takes. I can go for long castle. His king is on road. Pawn push, pawn takes, pawn takes. Pawn push. I do have this check. I also need one more piece to checkmate him. One piece is not sufficient. If I push this pawn, pawn takes, rook can activate here. Rook cannot plan for check also. Check from here. Queen cannot come in between. King has to go back. Okay, so this pawn push, then queen can come back. If I attack his rook again, I can do this pawn push. Queen can come here. I can attack his rook or this pawn push. If I attack his rook right now, no, let's do this pawn push. It seems good to me. If queen comes here, then I'll attack. If knight goes here, I need to take his knight. Knight cannot go here. I can take it with pawn directly. Knight cannot go here. Knight cannot. Okay, now uh, he's going for this pawn, but I can't give my queen exchange also. So just this pawn take seems good to me. He can take this pawn with check. I just need to move for away. So my queen is also on road now. King, sorry, king. My king is also on road. Maybe I can bring my rook here. Going back and going this way. I can take this pawn and plan to check him again. Take this pawn, he can give this check and I have to take it back. Not a good idea. Maybe right now I need to go here. Pawn push, I need, if I, no, no. Pawn push. Okay, if I take this, there is check which is coming. What if I take my rook here? He can give check from here, king goes here. Also, I can place my queen here. Queen here attacking his knight. Pawn push, there is no mate. There is a check, but there is no mate. Yep, I can plan my queen here. Queen here, but after that, does anything? Pawn takes, he can give check, I have to exchange. Exchange pawn takes, and he will have two pieces for maybe I should take this pawn right now. Take this pawn, pawn takes, I can push this. Makes sense. Attack his knight, take this pawn. Attack his knight, rook can come here. White square bishop can checkmate, yes. Give him check. This makes sense. If his king takes it, I do have this check and I can take his either bishop or rook. or knight, sorry, or knight. Placing my king away so that I can take this pawn to attack his bishop and a knight. What if we give this check? That's a checkmate, right? So rook needs to come here, or maybe I can place this rook here. Let's bring this rook in attack. If pawn takes, rook takes, or queen takes, queen cannot. Will queen obviously will not take it. It's well defended now. He missed your queen trap, h6. Okay. Take this. What if he does this pawn push? I can still take this pawn. If he makes queen, rook takes, and if bishop takes, I can take his knight. Not a bad game. I can still plan after that because I do have a knight. Prashant, can we play white? Bro, can we play? Okay. Yes, as I thought. So he was pushing this pawn. He's making queen in next move. I can take with rook. Bishop takes. I can take his knight with check, and I do have knight, a queen, and rook. That is going to be a good game. Okay, I can simply push my king forward. If I takes it, it's a check again. So pushing my king forward makes more sense. If he still makes a queen, I can take his knight with check, and I can plan for draw or take his bishop makes more sense. I think if he makes queen, I should take his first queen and then go for this check because after that bishop cannot come in between. If king goes forward, I can continue with check, 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 and maybe draw. He can push pawn. No problem in that. Let him make queen. If he push c pawn, yeah, he can do that. And if I takes with king, so I need to push my king forward then. If he push this pawn, I need to push this. If there is a bishop check, I need to push this forward again. I can't take this pawn because he will make double queen with check. That's a good move by him. He made a knight. So I do have to take my queen back. That means. But still no problem in that because he cannot like if this then there was a problem. Now he can simply place his knight back, but my rook can take his queen. If he try here, there is no good plan for him. Oh, this was a good plan. That's a good plan he made. Very good plan. So he's now plus 3 points. Although I can continue with this pawn push. Maybe attack his bishop makes sense, or simply defend it. Attack his bishop makes sense. He's champ. Yeah, actually he gathered all the points. I just don't want him to push this pawn, so that's why I have to push this and defend this pawn with my rook. Does this knight have any escape square? No. I can go attack on his knight and take his knight, and I'll be knight up. Maybe I cannot. I should not go here because that's a check which is coming. So instead, I should take my rook here. That makes more sense. Okay, if rook here, he's planning his rook here. What should I do now? Push this pawn, push this pawn. Offer him, offer him rook exchange. Offer him rook exchange. If rook takes rook, queen takes it, and knight does not have any escape square. If rook comes here, I can take his rook with knight and check, and I can have a pawn at least. So he will be three pieces, and I'll have two pieces, but I'll have one, two, three, four pawns, and he will remain with two pawns. Three, four, five pawns, and he'll remain with two pawns. So that's a good compensation, I think. Take it, no problem. Uh, King goes forward. He can go give this check, and I can push it forward. Knight can take it. I can continue with my knight development now. Knight goes here, knight goes here. Knight can take that pawn. I need to continue with the knight development. But if my knight goes here, he can bring his rook here. So the good move for now is to bring my king here first. But he can give this check, right? Maybe if I attack his rook, that also does not make any sense. This pawn is under attack. Should I start? I can do this, no problem in that. This is the good move. This is only the good move actually. Because if rook takes my pawn, rook takes that pawn, so knight takes that pawn, rook can block it by v1, and this pawn push is also coming. Knight comes back to defend. I do have this trick. Give him check, push, and I do have passers. Okay, although I'll be down with so many pieces. Maybe knight goes here. He can take this. I can block him. Yep, knight goes here. If he takes this, rook goes here. I can have any one of his piece. Okay, to defend this, I need to defend this pawn. I'm low on time also. Need to think faster than he does. Go for that pawn. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Down to 40 seconds. Let's go. अरे यार, he won on time. Sorry, that was close. Tried to waste his time. Can't make it. So one final game, and then after that, I'll play with subscribers. I tried my best. Sent you challenge. No 10 minutes, bro. Anything below 5 minutes or and that too unrated. I got a challenge from someone, but that was rated. I didn't accept it that. So one more game, and after that, I'll play with subscribers. Come on, come on, come on. I just gave up a piece. What the heck? My queen is trapped. This was very bad. Unnecessary game. One blunder. Yes, I do have feeder rating. It's 1635. Come on. Who wants to play? Ajo. Anything below 5 minutes unrated, I'll accept that challenge. कम ऑन भाई, आ रहा है कोई? नहीं। अभी तो मैंने देखे काफी सारे लोग बोल रहे थे चैलेंज लिमिट रीच्ड। ठीक है, अपनी अपनी आईडी बताओ, मैं भी चैलेंज भेजता हूँ। पेस्ट योर आईडी इन दीस आईडीज इन दी चैट, आई विल सेंड यू चैलेंज। देखो, मैं अनरेटेड चैलेंज भेजना सिखाता हूँ सबसे पहले। सो पेस्ट माय यूजर नेम देयर। अगर यहाँ नहीं आ रहा है तो आई थिंक फ्रेंड्स में आएगा। सर्च टैग चैलेंज, एंड इसके बाद में 5 मिनट्स अनरेटेड। ठीक है, आ जाओ। भेजा है चैलेंज, एक्सेप्ट करो। क्वीन ट्रैप हो गई क्या? यहाँ शायद नहीं, एक स्क्वायर है नहीं क्वीन के पास, ये वाला है ना। गुड वन बड़ी, क्वीन गई। चलो हुज नेक्स्ट, आ जाओ। अच्छा खेले भाई, अच्छा खेले। क्वीन ट्रैप ध्यान नहीं किया तुमने, बस वो मिस्टेक थी। ही मिस चांस टू टेक रुक फॉर बिशप, मे बी। चलो हुज नेक्स्ट, आ जाओ फटाफट आ जाओ। हु वांट्स टू प्ले, हु वांट्स टू प्ले। एक एक के साथ खेल लेते हैं, सबके साथ एक एक खेल लेते हैं, फिर जिसको रिपीट खेलना है उसके बाद रिपीट टर्न करेंगे। ठीक है, आ जाओ। हुज नेक्स्ट, कोई खेलना चाह रहा है? नहीं। चैलेंज नहीं बड़ी, यू आर सेंडिंग चैलेंज। हैशटैग मेकर, send unrated challenge, I'll accept that. You are sending challenge, no one's there na, so chalo, accepting is hashtag maker challenge. Chalo, pawn push, pawn takes, queen takes. Nitin Kukreza, Kukrej, Kukret, Kukreti, Nitin Kukreti. After this I'll send to you. Let's go. Time to resign. Good game, buddy. You tried your best. Nitin Kukreti. Kukreti. Nitin Kukreti. 5 minutes. Nitin Kukreti. Can't find your ID. Challenge. What's your rating, buddy? 5 minutes unrated. 1888. Great. Okay. 1276 in Blitz, but 1888 in Rapid. Hello, Vivek Gaming. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you? Sure. I'm playing with subscribers only. I hope you have subscribed this channel. If you have already subscribed, you can send me challenge on Jay Bajaj. But send unrated challenge. I'll accept unrated only. Anything below 5 minutes unrated. Thanks for subscribing. Bro, you missed a tactic actually. That was a mistake by me. You should have taken this, and if I take this, you could take with king, and I should have taken your rook, and you take with king. You were left with knight. I was left with nothing. Anyway, since you made a mistake, I didn't saw that, and I make that move, and that was a wrong move. Now I will not do any mistake. Backrank met if he has to do, yeah, mate if he has to do. Pawn takes looks good. That's a clear win. Those passes are not stopping. Actually, nothing is stopping. Let's go. Who's next? Subhajit Paul. Come on, bro. Send challenge. 5 minutes unrated. Good rating.